Today excuse my dog, she's a bit needy. Today we are going to go through and declutter all of my bronzers and contours. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you stick around and let's get going. Hey everybody, and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Sheena and makeup is like therapy for me. So today I'm working on decluttering my bronzers and contours and just trying to have less stuff and more stuff that I actually use. We're working on reducing our house from 3,000 square feet to a motorhome, which is like 400 square feet. So I've got a lot of stuff to go through and declutter, but today I am working on my bronze. Kind of gone through them a little bit and kind of have an idea. I have some that I'm kind of on the fence about, but we're gonna start with this basket right here. And this is a bronzer that I picked up to do a full face of Dollar Tree makeup, and I never used it. I never did it. I don't really pick up makeup from Dollar Tree very often, so I'm actually going to pass this along to someone else. Let me grab my pass along basket. Those of you that don't know, I have 4 children, 2 girls, 2 boys. 3 of them are teenagers, and so out of the older 3, there's 2 girls, my son's girlfriend, her sister, other girls, so I usually pass my makeup along to them. Okay, this is a bronzer, contour, whichever you want to call them, that I picked up from Clarity Cosmetics, and the color just isn't quite right on it, so I'm going to go ahead and pass this along as well. Okay, this is my Juvia's Place bronzed medium, and the bottom color does look really good for my skin tone, but the top color is a little too yellow, and I have colors like this in singles, so I would rather just use those than have a double that I can't use. I'm gonna pass that along. Okay, now some of these are, this is actually a highlighter, a concealer that got put in with some of my bronzers because it's a little darker. It's called Golden Beige. It may actually work right now, so I'm going to set that aside. And here is a makeup stick from Wet n Wild contour. I picked this up because I saw a little hack that I wanted to do about helping sculpt out your chin or your jawline, but I never did it. I've had this for a while, I'm not using it, so I'm just gonna pass it on. Okay, this is a Smashbox foundation that's a little darker. I think I'm just gonna pass it on because I have plenty of foundations. Okay, this is a palette that I picked up because oh, my mind just went blank. I cannot think of her name that recommended it, but I literally have only used this shade right here. I'm just not a neutral girl. Sorry, it's kind of hard to hold it and it not be glaring with all the gold around it, but this is the only shade I've used, so I think I'm gonna pass it on. Now this is a bronzer that I will be keeping. This is actually the one I'm wearing today. It's from LYS. It is one of my favorites, so I'm going to hang on to it. This is one, it's a butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I don't use it as much as I would like to, but I do enjoy this bronzer a lot. And let's see how it compares to the LYS bronzer. It's a little bit lighter. I don't know if you can see that right there on my hand. It's a little bit lighter than the LYS bronzer, so when I'm not as tan, it will be really good. So I'm gonna hang on to it. Now this is one, it's from Wet n Wild. I've gone back and forth on if I want to keep it or not. I don't need it. It's about the same color as my skin right now. So I'm gonna pass it on because I know my daughter will go crazy over this because she loves characters. Now this is one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's a little bit darker, and considering it's only June and I'm already as dark as I am, I'm gonna hang on to this. It might be a little red, but I'm at least gonna hang on to it and use it at least one time before I declutter it. Now this is my ColourPop Super Shock Matte Bronzer, and I really enjoyed this bronzer a lot. You can see I have used it a good bit, so I'm going to hang on to it and continue to use it. Now this bronzer is my absolute favorite. I actually had two of them because they had it on sale, and I had bought a backup, and then I was like, I did not need a backup of this bronzer, so I gave it to my daughter. But it's the Too Faced Hot Cocoa, and I use it a ton. It is my favorite, so I'm going to hang on to it. This is the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzer Powder Palette. I have only used these top two shades. Actually, I take that back. I think I dipped into this third shade now that I've gotten a little bit darker. And I'm very on the fence. Like, I've had this palette for a long time. I really enjoy it, but I don't use all the colors. I think I'm gonna keep it for now because it is the right undertone for my skin, so that's not too bad. Let's see what I decluttered. I decluttered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I kept 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a concealer. So not too bad. Basically decluttered half of it, and that will really help me a lot. I'm just kind of getting my makeup organized and preparing to move. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell beside it so you don't miss any of my future uploads, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys.